Hello, welcome to Real Frank Football. Thanks for checking it out. In this episode, we're going to take a look at some of the games from Week 11 of the college football season. The Pac-12 takes a huge hit as part of the participants trying to make it to the playoffs. A player tries to do the old hurdle-wordle technique, and boy, does that backfire on him. And a coach making a very unique wardrobe choice. We'll get into all those things next.
Real Frank. You call me a god.
All right, let's get right into Week 11. TCU versus Texas. Boy, was this the talk of the game of the week. TCU hasn't been getting any respect from anybody, even though they're undefeated. And everyone was favoring Texas. Well, the majority of people were favoring Texas, thinking Texas was going to put a stomp on them and put an end to TCU's undefeated streak. But boy, were they wrong. A lot of the media personalities had picked Texas over TCU, but it was a close game, a very defensive struggled game, but TCU ends up pulling it out. Now, the number one quarterback recruit was at the game, along with his father, Cooper, Arch. Arch was in attendance. There you go. Becoming to, I think he's enrolling in January. So, wow. They got the legend, the legendary latest Manning. That'll probably be amazing if he can stay healthy. And you notice, look at Cooper, his dad's pants. They're Texas colors. They are all in on the horns. Hook 'em up. And Sark. I blame this loss on Sark, not because of the team's playing or his play calling. This awful choice of a suit to wear in pregame.
Alrighty then.
What was he thinking? What kind of wife does he have that his wife let him walk out of the house like that? Or his coaches on his staff? Do any of them have balls to go, Sark, what the fuck? You're going to wear that? This is awful. Looks like some rich retro stuff from the 70s or something. He went through his mom's closet or something. I blame the loss on him, on his poor wardrobe choice. Hey, and they were having fun with Texas quarterbacks. Oh, some fans had their way with him. Hey, Sports Clip, it's been a tough night. Can I get an MVP trim with a hot towel and a massage? Yes, I'll hold. He's got that mullet. I mean, does he have good friends? Does his friends just like, hey, you look really good like that, really long and short like that? It's sweet. You should just leave it like that. I mean, his friends, I don't think he has friends. I think his friends hate him. And about time Michael McConaughey got some airtime. Texas Longhorn. Michael McConaughey. Oh, must be Matthew McConaughey's brother. We finally get to see him on TV. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us, America. Arizona and UCLA. Oh, was that an upset? Arizona, I mean, they've been pretty bad the last few years. They've had problems galore, and they were able to pull up the big upset over UCLA, who was looking really good. Came down to the final play, a Hail Mary play by UCLA, and here it is. DTR throwing back, getting back, scrambling. I mean, he's doing a great job to avoid the rush. Throws a ball that could have been caught, but missed. I mean, look how close. It was a pretty damn good throw. I mean, under the circumstances, pretty catchable. That's hard to go down, but they went down. But they weren't the only ones. Washington upsets the Ducks. The Ducks were looking good. They had the big blowout. Georgia blew them out the first game of the season, but ever since then, Bo Nix was turned into Heisman candidate. But was timing, he tweaked his ankle at a most inopportune time, and that kind of took all the momentum away from Oregon, and Washington was able to take over the game and finish him off. I mean, crazy. Nebraska and Michigan. Michigan was able to beat Nebraska pretty handily. But there was one pretty crazy play during this game. The Nebraska player is going to try and hurdle the Michigan defender, and let's check out how this thing ends up going out. Oh, right in the nads. Oh, can you believe that? That guy had to be rethinking that decision. Let's look at it again. Oh, right in the cock, man. Oh, what the heck? Pretty crazy play. Here's some funny tweets. Nebraska football 2022. Basically how their seasons have gone. That's a great photo to analogize that. And the Harbaughs were there. John Harbaugh was there supporting his brother, and then there's his dad on the other side. So that was kind of cool there to support him and tailgating. That's pretty wild. LSU versus Arkansas. This was another defensive struggle type of game, but the weather was a big problem for them. They're not used to getting cold temperatures down there in the south. And the Arkansas, this was a pretty funny tweet. The Arkansas kicker looks like a CW actor portraying an Arkansas kicker on a TV show. Look at that hair. He has beautiful locks of hair, I'd like to add. I mean, I am completely jealous. And then the weather. Hello, Arkansas. But cold, man. They're acting like it always snows there. And there was reports that to help alleviate, they're not prepared for snow on the turf and the ground. They're not used to it down there. That the grounds crew was actually trying to pour water on the snow to break it up. Oh my God. What kind of philosophy and strategy is that? Water on snow when it's freezing temperatures? How well did that go? Not well. They're very fortunate the sun came out during the game or before the game to help melt some of that stuff. Pretty wild. And then Alabama versus Mississippi. Now, Alabama almost blew this game too. This would have been the third loss, but they were able to pull it up. And there were some questionable calls in this game or questionable non-calls. And Lane came up with a very creative way of criticizing the officials, but not really him criticizing them. Here is, can you criticize officiating without actually criticizing officiating? He found a way on Monday. Let's take a look. Kiffin said he spoke with Dart's mother, their starting quarterback's mother, and apologized to her for the way her son was treated by officials in Saturday's game. Dart certainly took some shots. Alabama linebacker Dallas Turner got a hold of Dart's face mask, resulting in a 15-yard penalty and set up the Dart touchdown wide receiver. Turner then got Dart later in the game, pushing the quarterback's head into the ground. She mentioned it's a shame her son got treated different based on what SEC program that he's at on game day and protected different, Kiffin said. You can't find me for what someone else says, he quipped.
Alrighty then.
Brilliant. You have to give him props for the creativity to circumvent a way to get his point across without trying to get fined. Brilliant. Brilliant. You have to give him kudos for that. Brilliant. Well, that's a wrap for week 11. I hope you join me for week 12. Until next week, thanks for watching.